Good morning, everyone. Sorry I'm not putting my camera on today, but there's lots of reasons for that, including I need to go take a shower, and I look not too good. There's a lot of weird stuff going on, so I just thought, where it's weird, you'll find me. So I was reading something this morning, and then I read a few more things, but I'm gonna start with this one because I found this one very, very strange. The headline was the 8 of the deadliest animals on Earth can be found in New York State. And I'm like, okay, I know of a few. But most of us already know that, New York is dangerous. At least the city, but anywhere is dangerous. Any state, there's dangers. Walking outside your door, living underneath a bunch of trees. That's why they call them widowmakers. But skipping down, there's some threats that y'all may not be aware of. Yeah. So, ants make 30 people per year. Yep. Not be with us anymore. It doesn't say what kind of ants, but that's kind of odd. I'm not going to lie. I very dislike carpenter type ants, are those red ones, those big ones with the big pinchers. Jellyfish, 40 people per year. Bees, about 53 people a year. Deer, about 130 people per year, with driving, things like that. Tapeworm, this one surprised me, 2,000 people per year. Dogs, 25,000. Snakes, 50,000. We have timber rattlers here, for instance. Okay, so now this is the one I scrolled down and it says humans, 475,000 people per year. Now, if I scroll back up and read this headline, 8 of the deadliest animals on Earth can be found in New York State. And as I scroll down and talk to you about all those animals, don't get me wrong, humans are animals, but they actually have it in the animal thing. Definitely not a surprise here. Humans are the most treacherous beings I've ever encountered in my life. That's what this part says. Yeah. So 475,000 people per year. I just found that really odd. Well, anyways, mosquitoes, 1 million people per year. Yeah. So, I just wanted to point out on humans was in that article of animals. All right. Anyway, before it gets too much weirder here, and then they go on with all the dog breeds about the wolves and things like that. So, and different bees. And the other thing is about the black holes, again, in space. Now, if you thought space was getting weird, it's getting weirder. Let me just go and find this supermassive black hole just flipped its entire magnetic field. Yep, you heard that right. It flipped its entire magnetic field. Black holes are powerful cosmic engines. They provide the energy behind quasars and other active galactic nuclei. So this is what makes it so strange is, all right, I'll just get down to it. Technically, a black hole doesn't have a magnetic field on its own, but the dense plasma surrounding the black hole, the disk does. As the plasma swirls around the black hole, the charged particles within it generate an electrical current and magnetic field. The direction of plasma flow doesn't change spontaneously. So one would imagine the magnetic field is very stable. So imagine the surprise as astronomers when they saw evidence that a black hole magnetic field had undergone a magnetic reversal. In basic terms, a magnetic field can be imaged as that of a simple magnet with a north and south pole. A magnetic reversal is where the orientation of that imaginary pole flips, and the orientation of the magnetic field actually flips. This effect is a common thing among stars. Our sun reverses its magnetic field every 11 years, which drives the 11-year cycle of sunspots astronomers have observed since the 1600s. Even the Earth undergoes magnetic reversals every few hundred years, or few 100,000 years, but magnetic reversals weren't thought to be likely for supermassive black holes. Yeah, well, I never thought we'd be talking about supermassive black holes, but anyway. In 2018, an automated sky survey found a sudden change in a galaxy 239 million light years away, known as IES 1927 plus 654. The galaxy had brightened by a factor of 100 in visible light. Soon after its discovery, the Swift Observatory captured its glow in X-rays and ultraviolet light. A search of archival observations of the region showed the galaxy started to brighten toward the end of 2017. At that time, it was thought to be rapidly brightening. It was caused by a star passing close to a galaxy supermassive black hole, such as close encounter would cause a tidal disruption event, which would rip the star apart, as well as disrupt the gas or flow of gases in the black holes. Yeah. But the study cast a shadow on that idea. The team looked at the observations of the galactic flare across the full spectrum of light from radio to X-ray. One of the things that they noticed was the intensity of the X-rays dropped off very quickly. X-rays are often produced by charged particles spiraling within intense magnetic fields, like the sun, for instance, right? So this suggests a sudden change in the magnetic field near the black hole. At the same time, the intensity of the light in visible and ultraviolet increase, which suggests that the particles or the parts of that black hole's accretion disk were getting hotter. Neither of these effects is what you would expect with a tidal disruption event. Instead, a magnetic reversal better fits the data. As the team showed, as a black hole accretion disk undergoes a magnetic reversal, the fields weaken at the outer edges of the accretion disk first. As a result, the disk can heat up more efficiently. At the same time, the weaker magnetic field means fewer X-rays are produced by charged particles. Once the magnetic field completes its reversal, the disk returns back to its original state. Oh boy. This is only the first observation of the magnetic reversal of the galactic black hole. We now know they can occur, but we don't know how common these reversals are. It will take more observations to determine how many times a galaxy's black hole can become a switch hitter. That's an interesting choice of words, a switch hitter. Yeah. So we're talking about black holes and their energy and reversals of their magnetic fields. I just found that strange. And the other thing I found kind of different, which many of you all know about the FDA, is prepping its biggest cigarette crackdown since the 1960s. Okay, so I have not fully read this yet because I am aware of what's going on with the menthol and everything. But I just found that the FDA is prepping its biggest cigarette crackdown since the 60s. The word prepping I found interesting in the headline of this article. Last week, and this article was a day ago, last week the U.S. Food and Drug Administration announced its intention to ban menthol cigarettes and flavors in cigars, which they've already done that in states. They've already done that in many places. The proposal rules would help to prevent children from becoming the next generation of smokers and help adult smokers quit. Okay. So anyone that doesn't know, menthol is used in cigarettes as a characterizing flavor. It's like a cooling effect. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I'm not going to go and read this whole thing, but it's still going on. So if you need or want those menthol thingamajiggies, then I guess you need to prep as many as you can because they're taking, United States. So they started with New York and Massachusetts, I know for sure. So it looks like it's going to be going other places as well. Yeah, so that's pretty much some things that I found in the news this morning, which are not really hugely important. However, I just wanted to get on here and talk for a little while because Bigfoot and I have been so busy. Now, Bigfoot, aka Joshua, has been working a lot. And it's because they're short-handed, okay? So he's been getting up earlier and working later. And when he gets home, he goes straight out to the garden. He doesn't even change out of his work clothes. And then he comes in, changes out of his work clothes, and we either have dinner right away or he waits for a little while and then we have dinner and then we go back outside where we have a lot to do still. By the time he comes back inside, if he's already eaten, all he wants to do is go to his chair and close his eyes for a little while. He catches up with, Miss Allie and sees how she's doing with her day. And, he's got his mom and his brothers and his sisters. And usually we chit chat for a little while, but most of the time he doesn't talk to anyone. He just wants to just lay still because he's tired. He's exhausted. So Bigfoot sits in his big recliner with Miss Danny Dog. Sometimes he just wants complete silence from everything. It's just been a lot with the tree coming down, more trees that need to come down. It's overwhelming with the amount of things that we have to do around here. And I would do them all if I could. But unfortunately, the past year and a half, I can't do as much as I used to. And I can't do some of the things because, well, I'm just not strong enough. So, yeah, and I don't have the equipment to help. So things like removing huge tree logs from our property and everything is not something I will be doing anytime soon. However, I can take care of everything else, the garden. But Bigfoot enjoys being out there. last year he didn't do it. And I think that he missed that. So this year he's taking all of his time after work and he's putting it all into what we have to get done here to prepare. So that's what's going on with Bigfoot. There's nothing wrong. Everything is good. We do have some family stuff going on. The 21st, my daughter is getting married. Although we're not having a wedding, they're doing a destination wedding in November. But the 21st, Bigfoot will be marrying my daughter and our soon-to-be son-in-law. Then we're going to be having a dinner. Also, we homeschool. So with Allie, we have assessment tests coming up, and this is the last marking period. Next month, she's done with school for the year. So there's also that, and there's like no more room. There's no more wiggle room in this last month, you know, a little over what, 4 or 5, well, about 5-6 weeks, if that. There's just no more room for playing around. So we're putting a lot of our focus on the things that need to be done so that way we can do things like go fishing and be here and make more videos. And we love to hang out with all of y'all, but right now it's just been a little hard. And then we have some family issues going on. My family watches my channel. Well, it's not my channel anymore. It's mine and Bigfoot's channel. But they watch our channels. And no, Bigfoot is taking a break from his other channel as well. And I'm not on my other channel. I guess I'm using it more for a backup. And if I want to put a video over there, I can. But there's just been a lot of things going on with family. So we've taken a step back from YouTube. Like my husband said, I will try to get on. I'm sorry that I haven't really been around as of late. I've really enjoyed working with the Nut House, Peanut, doing videos. So that took some of my time doing something different from the normal videos or weird videos I put up here. So that's pretty much the news that we have going on here. My middle daughter has a lot going on too. My grandson just turned 6. We just had his birthday party this past weekend. This past weekend did not have enough days or hours in it. We couldn't figure out how to cram everything into a weekend. And it just didn't work. And it was very hard to get things in place to get everything done. Like we had a cleanup that we had to get done. Our town, we have wards, and our ward was up for spring cleanup. We wanted to take advantage of that because that saves us money to get things cleared away. Now, of course, they're not going to be taking huge branches. So we have a whole tree, 115-foot tree in our backyard right now. And it's very overwhelming and stressful because the longer it stays there, the more susceptible our house and yard is to getting fleas, ticks, termites, all kinds of things. Plus we have bears because we live in the Adirondacks. We have berry bushes that outline our property and what are in our property. We've had a few bears over the past almost 5 years. It'll be 5 years in August. But anyways, enough with the excuses. We just have a lot going on, and I'm sorry. I know some people have reached out, or some people are getting impatient. We just have a lot to do. And this household and my kids' households and the rest of the family have to come first, although all of you are very, very important as well. But I hope that you all understand. Yeah, so I just wanted to kind of clear that up for a little while because it seems to be an ongoing thing. So back to some news. I've noticed, and this is the main reason I actually got on here, weather apps. So my particular weather app is the Weather Tunnel. And I've noticed as of late, there has been on the warning of severe weather alerts, they're a day and $1 short, or 2 days and $1 short. They're late, or they don't even apply here. They don't apply here at all. Then this morning I was on another app and it asked me if it was even, if it was correct. And I wrote no, and then it put the warning up there anyways. So it's like, I said it wasn't correct, but yet you go and you put the warning up there anyways. Well, anyways, we're not even having the weather, nor have we, that they're saying that we are having, that they're warning us about. Anyway, so like I said, they're like 1 to 2 to 3 days late on these special weather statements, which I found rather odd. Yeah. Like yesterday, they said that we were going down in freezing temperatures. That was many days ago, but they just put the warning out yesterday. And like today, they said that we're getting high winds. That was also days ago. It's sunny and it's bright and it's beautiful and it's going to be a gorgeous day today. It's we still have a burn ban going on due to the fact that we do have some winds, you know, like not high winds, but just a constant. So it causes the humidity values to drop, which is like dropped like 15 to 25%. I have a cat playing with his ball in the other room. So it's an elevated risk of wildfires. That's all, on the mountain and down below. So with the news, I'm sorry it was a little quirky, but I also wanted to get on here and kind of bring attention to the weather apps and the weather that I thought was kind of quirky. And never in my life over the past few years, it lets you know every time a raindrop is going to fall from the sky, and they put it out as a warning. And I just find that really, really odd. It's just really, really odd. It's like it's got everybody on that hype of everything. Everything has to be a hype. Everything has to be dun, dun, dun. Yeah. All right. Well, I have to go get a shower. I need to go, I need to just go out and do some things. So I don't know when I'll be getting this video up. But yeah. And my daughter's texting me and wants grilled cheese so she can work on the rest of her schoolwork. Okay. All right. Well, you all have a very well and blessed day. God bless you in Jesus' name. And I hope to see you guys soon. We're just asking for some understanding while my husband is on this break. He really needs it. Also, there's been some things that we've planned that have come to a halt that we are not going to be able to do. And I'll be honest, you know, Bigfoot misses his family a lot. And when things prevent us from going for reasons out of our control, you can't help feeling a bit, you know, down about it. So, but yeah, gardening season is busy. And we do have some wants, like we want to get out fishing. But the thing of it is the things that we have to do cost money. And this past couple of years, our hearts were in the right places with doing what we've done. But honestly, the decisions that we made here on YouTube costed us a lot more than we anticipated, and we don't take that back. We are not sorry. We're very happy and blessed and grateful that we were able to do what we've done here on YouTube. But right now we need to concentrate now on ourselves, because we really cut ourselves short. And that's okay, putting others before yourselves. But we need to kind of take back the reins here at home, and we need to start making sure that we can sustain as we were before. All right. Love you guys. Have a great day. God bless. We'll see you soon.